Hello everybody, you're watching Newsmakers who influence the world. Now if you keep a tabs on what's happening around the globe in terms of news, you will know that the US have conducted another drone strike in Pakistan, killing a number of extremists. Now there's no actual evidence that has been released by the US to support that these are extreme Islamic militants. What do you think about this?
Well, Paul, every drone attack is taken underway to do one thing, and that is to protect yours and my way of life, freedom.
And these number of individuals were going to commit some horrendous terrorist act?
Yes, Paul. United States intelligence is known to be correct 100% of the time. Now, the US obviously had a good reason to go into Pakistan and take out these 4 militants.
Okay, my number one question concern is, what gives the US the right to fly into Pakistan airspace and kill a number of its citizens? I mean, they can't do that in Australia.
Well, Paul, this answer should be pretty obvious to you because the United States is the best country in the world, and you know what that means. It means that all airspace outside of the United States and inside of the United States is United States airspace.
Okay, and that means they can conduct drone strikes wherever they like.
That is correct, Paul.
Fair enough. Now, what is the evidence out there that has been released by the US government to support the fact that these were extremists intending to cause harm to American citizens?
Well, Paul, you read the newspaper this morning. The United States government said that they were dangerous men, and therefore, they were dangerous men, Paul. That's all you need to know because you can trust the United States government.
You're 100% right on that. Andy, I'd love for you to explain to me how the US goes about bringing freedom and justice, all of these amazing American values, to the rest of the world.
I'd be glad to show you, Paul. Paul, here's how it works. So you have 2 very dangerous countries next to each other. You have Afghanistan and you have Pakistan. Now, the United States has a very large presence in Afghanistan, right about here, okay? Now, you have the U.S. military base, which is located here. And via tweets and Facebook messages, U.S. intelligence gathers information about terrorizers over in Pakistan. Now, you have them over here playing a jolly game of Let's Kill the Americans. And what we do is we send out a drone. Hello, 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 and kabam! Adios, Paul. They're going to another life. And you know what's great about these drones, Paul? Is that they're so accurate. You send one out, you could just be sitting there sipping a cup of tea, and in 5 minutes, you're done.
Okay, and the claims that citizens and innocent men and women and children were killed in these drone strikes are unfounded?
Paul, that's false. Because you have the very, very precise accuracy of these drones, you have happy families sitting over here, terrorizers over here, they will never be harmed whatsoever. Behind the wheel of this drone, Paul, is a very, very experienced former Xbox 360 gamer. Right,
I see. Ladies and gentlemen, do keep in mind that these 2 countries are third world countries filled with non-American citizens. I hate to bring this up, but it is very relevant to me since I do live in a country like Australia. If this happened in Australia, which is filled with predominantly white men and women and children, this kind of thing wouldn't happen. This does happen in a country filled with predominantly brown people. How does the US get away with this and not with, say, killing Australians in Australia?
Well, Paul, there is a massive, massive area here of anti-American values. Now, you say Australia, they're very pro-Western. When you have groups like this, we will go into your territory and take care of business. If there was the same thing Australia, say adios, Paul. Goodbye, and tomorrow we shall meet again.
Well, there we go. It's a good thing that Australians do like Americans. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is how the US goes about bringing freedom and peace and justice, all of these American values that we hold so dear, to the rest of the world. do keep in mind that
Freedom.
it's majority
freedom's
third
right here,
world
Paul.
countries filled with brown people. You've been educated on newsmakers who influence the world.